Hey, good evening. Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And I want to look at Doximity today now. Just yesterday, I was covering the stock, and I had mentioned that if the stock broke out, like, right around there, if it ran up, this is an IPO. And so if it ran up to a new high, this was the initial high. I call this the enthusiasm high. That's when, like, Robinhood's enthusiasm high, basically happened at the open. And then, like, I don't know, a week or two later, people got really enthusiastic. But when the stock runs up here and then it peaks, then it trades back down. This is a huge wall of selling right there. You just got to pay attention to that. If you're trading it lower than this level, you can do that, but it's a separate trade. Like, you're not really trading an IPO, you're trading a chart. And so you'll notice the stock comes up here to this general level, ultimately kind of gets there, but basically this level, we'll say here, is really kind of holding. And so then when the stock pulls back, you have to look at this. There it is, it climbs back up. Oops, not quite there. It pulls back. You have to look at this, and you see the higher low than it was here. You say, all right, well, this is a stock that's kind of slowly building. It's slowly kind of regrouping on the sell-off, so I still don't want to buy. But if the stock runs up above this level, then that tells me that we're probably going to move even higher. And so I'd set an alert for our members, and I don't know if a lot of you guys got it in the forum, but I did notice several of you were saying, like, Docs. This turned out to be a good trade today. Now, I'm not sure if anybody, I wasn't looking at it, so I sure wouldn't have bought it at 60 or 61. I hope you did. But once it got up to my trigger here, that's when, with my style of trading, that's when you would have jumped on this. Very similar to Robinhood, where we got in the stock, very, very early on this trade, because I was seeing what was happening back here. So once the stock runs up above 42, I think we're in at like 40. I think $42. Once it breaks up above 40, then you got to look again for another move higher. And by the way, these are just lines that I had drawn when I was showing our members how to really be setting staggered stops. As you are trading a stock, you keep rotating your stops up, so you can protect against the downside while still maintaining plenty of upside exposure. So that's what those are. Anyway, so that's Robinhood, but what I'm talking about here is Doximity. I think this stock could even go higher from here. I would just suggest that you use stops. Don't trade. This is such a volatile thing, 35% today. It's a big volatile thing. If the stock starts turning around, don't hang on to it, because it could be an Icarus stock. But as long as it's still going up, just keep a trailing stop on that, okay? All right, look, that's all I got for you. If you haven't tried Stock Market Mentor, why don't you do so now? 7-day trial. I think you're going to see that this will be one of the best trades you're going to make. All right, I'll see you later.